Ready? Chief, thank you so much for your time. I know it's been a crazy, crazy couple of 24 hours. So can I please have your first and last name?
Ronnie, Ronnie, Benight, Benight, and I'm the chief of police in Catoosa, Oklahoma. That's Catoosa.
We all want to know about the investigation, but you were saying usually you refer them to?
Uh, the investigative part has been assumed by the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. So everything up to the point to where the pursuit ended, it basically has been assumed by the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. So we would refer, and they request that we send media questions to them as far as where they're at on their investigation, releasing information. But we're more than happy to talk about how it came to be, how it got initiated.
We first heard, digital readers that caught that license plate. Explain to us, how does that work? Because most of us probably have never heard of it or don't know how it works.
Yeah, well, and there's, it's called Flock, Flock, cameras, and there are actually quite a few of them up around the Chicago area. Okay, it's a nationwide network, and people are concerned, or were concerned in this area whenever we started putting them up. Tulsa, basically all the metro agencies around here have them now. That they were going to issue citations for seat belts and tags and stuff like that. That's not how they work. Okay, there's no citations issued off of them. Their sole purpose is for criminal investigation. Okay, for instance, we can enter silver alerts for elderly people, amber alerts for children, stolen vehicles, all kinds of things. And those cameras don't tell us anything that we don't ask them to. Okay, so in this instance, I would give a shout out to the Romeoville Police Department. They got their investigation. It sounds like they're very professional, and they got that information out there. Okay, so once they got that information out there, it went into the Flock camera system, and for a small town in Illinois to be able to cast a net all the way to a small town in Oklahoma to catch these people, that's a really good network and a really good thing. So once they got them in there, one of our cameras gave us 2 notifications on the same vehicle as an individual that was of interest in their quadruple homicide, and a female that had been listed as missing or endangered. So when we got those notifications from the Flock camera, of course, that's good information to know before you make this contact. And it came from a camera in a local shopping center here. So officers responded to that shopping center, and they found the vehicle, and it was unoccupied. They made a very good decision. It's a large department store. That they waited for them to come out rather than approach possibly armed homicide suspects inside of a crowded area. So when they came out, they tried to make contact. They got the vehicle and they fled. So a vehicle pursuit ensued. We bordered Tulsa on the east side, so we were fortunate enough to have immediate assistance from the Oklahoma Highway Patrol, the Tulsa Police, Rogers County Sheriff's Office, and the pursuit went probably 2, maybe 3 miles before the individuals crashed and the vehicle caught on fire. And at that point, all officers were able to extract the female from the vehicle. And at that point, we turned everything over to OSBI.
How amazing that you said, a little town in Illinois and a little town here in Oklahoma, the fact that technology can help you really get people who are being sought or seeked.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's, with technology comes concerns. And we have those same concerns as far as, Big Brother. We don't want Big Brother. But as far as the Flock camera goes, it's not Big Brother. It's a crime solution. It helps us. It's a great tool. So as far as that goes, it connects everybody. And there's no telling, what would have happened. Armed suspects on the run. If an officer had contacted them without that information that flock gave them. If they just made a cold contact with them or something, desperate people do desperate things. So with the flock camera system, we knew who we were dealing with. Which enabled us to assess the situation and handle it to where, fortunately no citizens or officers were injured.
Especially such a case that's caused so much pain and trauma to that neighborhood, right? And fearing that 4 people were shot, a whole family. I think that's, like you said, the importance of the system that gets those people where they need to be.
Yeah, it gives that family some closure. Our hearts go out to them from Oklahoma. That's very tragic. Parents, children, even the animals. I mean, it's, our heart goes out to them, and hopefully the part that we could play in this to maybe bring some resolution, some closure, that gives us a little bit of comfort.